Hold on there. Let me remember to smash that like button before you as you come through the door, you know. Smash the like button if you want to say hello, you know. And if you want to make the day a little brighter, share the live. And if you want to make the day a little more exciting, exercise the donation options, all right? All right. God is good, God is good. Oh, what here? I saw it's there. Hold on there. I saw it's there. Nah, man. People, boy, I'm at that say, me need one next phone. I need two phones. I need two phones. I need two. Yeah, man, I need two phones, ladies and gentlemen, and I kid you not. I need two phones. Well on there. Oh, shucks. Me never get paid. Oh, man. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Man, you have something, man. Say Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Big up yourself, my general. Wow. All right, here we go. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome. Woo, it's hot. Rain was falling. Well, people, we got a little teaser of the rain, you know. We got a little teaser of the rain. You understand? Right now. Oh. Let's go. All right. Turn on this already. Let's get to this, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the people on Bolo VNR clip. Shout out to the people on Bolo VNR 2.0. Welcome. All right. Let me turn on the Bluetooth and connect. Ryan, everything good, bro? Hope all is well with you and the family, you know, brother. Hope all is well with you and the family. You know, I feel a certain type of way. I want to apologize to my viewers. I'm going to try and learn. Well, I'm not going to try. I'm going to control my emotions a little bit more. I didn't listen back my video yesterday, but I was beside myself. I was beside myself yesterday because I was very angry. I was extremely angry about what took place in the parliament. Yeah, and just what is going on in Jamaica overall, and the fact that we have the People's National Party members trying to do their job and it's being blocked by the Speaker of the House. You understand? It's very frustrating. I heard on sorry. I heard on Mr. Wayne Lonesome program that so this is the okay, we're gonna get into this for sure. And for sure we're gonna get into this. Oh snap. Oh, snap.
Walkout by the opposition, and Mark Golding says he and his members were left with no choice Tuesday. The opposition walked out as lawmakers discussed a possible emergency situation due to the threat of Melissa.
We take our parliamentary obligations very seriously. We are elected to be present in Parliament. We don't walk out willy-nilly. We really only did it today because we were pushed to the point where such deep disrespect was shown towards us and towards me as a constitutional officer, the leader of the opposition. We're in the middle of making my submission, which was not lengthy. The speaker turned off my microphone so that I couldn't be heard. And I thought that was absolutely abominable.
Of course.
And I was not prepared to sit in there any longer with that being the way in which she was operating.
Yes.
Mr. Golding says an intervention is needed as he and the lawmakers on the opposition benches are being frustrated in their attempts to do their duties.
Rules of the House have to be interpreted and applied by the Speaker in an unbiased way. The Speaker is an umpire, supposed to be a fair and honest adjudicator of the rules to ensure that Parliament is able to play its role in the democracy in an impartial, objective, and unrestricted way. That is not happening. So we feel that the government, if they want to achieve progress in some of the things that they're seeking to do, they're going to have to adjust the stance that's being taken so that we feel that our presence is respected and tropical storm.
So, only here, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, well, my Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golding. And yeah, there has to be, this lady has got to go. What other value does she bring in the government? What other value does she bring? Tell me.
Distressing for democracy. That's how opposition leader Mark Golding is describing what he says is the heavy-handed and unfair conduct of parliamentary proceedings. He was speaking at a hastily called press conference in the opposition members' chambers at Gordon House, moments after the opposition walked out of Parliament. Now, Mr. Golding criticized two-time House Speaker Juliet Holness for what he says is an abuse of power.
So what we're seeing is a practice, a pattern, whereby there's a crisis looming affecting the nation. A representative of the government comes to the Parliament to state their position on the matter, to apprise the public, but the opposition is being prevented deliberately from asking pertinent questions relating to what the minister has said in his statement. This is a thwarting of the democracy. It makes a mockery of the Parliament, and it's an abuse of the powers of the Speaker. Clearly, the Speaker has no intention of allowing the opposition to pose questions and to play our constitutional role of holding the government accountable for their performance. This is unacceptable to us, and we had to absent ourselves from the rest of the proceedings. And we will, of course, going forward, have to adopt different approaches to respond to this, because the people of Jamaica have elected us to represent them and defend their interests. And we cannot let this Speaker manage the affairs of the House in a way that prevents us from doing our duty.
True.
From Southeast St. Mary.
True. Let me see. There's another
thing to what the minister has said in his statement. This is a thwarting of the democracy. It makes a mockery of the Parliament, and it's an abuse of the powers of the Speaker. And we want Jamaica as a whole to be very aware of the threat to our democracy that is posed when the Parliament's rules are interpreted and applied.
My Bolo, no, Patricia, what's up? Good to see you, my darling. Hope all is well. Stinger, what you say? What? I don't want you to spam that. I don't want you to spam any messages in my chat. I see you put that message up a while ago, and I don't want to see it again. If you do that, I'm going to block you here. First time seeing it in the chat, and you're talking about something that is totally off topic from what I am talking about, and you're talking about a very sensitive topic in your comments. And I don't deserve that, because I have, whatever you're talking about, I never spoke on that person, so you don't need to be typing that in my chat. And if you do it again, I'm going to block you. It's Kame 2520. Said the value she brings is that she protects her husband. Talk truth. Ma, what's up, ma? Never ever to the demons. Talk truth. God's son say she brings crooked values. May I tell her, man. Karen, what's up, Karen? Antonio, Sonia. Make sure so me get everybody, you know. Celine, me East Portland, Bono, Swagwan.
Way that prevents the opposition.
Wagwan at Portland. You say it rain hard in Portland. Wanna please be safe here. Portland is normal when it comes to water. You know. Wanna stay prayed up and be safe and don't take nothing lightly here. Please, me I beg you in Jesus' name. Remember, say the earthquake they come the other day. I tell you no, look out for sinkholes and look out for landslide. Very, very critical. Don't take a thing lightly. That's why I do this live right now. If you look on the title, outside of the title that is on Bolo VNR clips, if you look at my title, if you look at my title on Bolo VNR 2.0, I was gonna put a similar title there. Zine. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, live. Okay. This is not a joke, Jamaica. Things are at a stage critical, and that's the simple message. All right. I was driving today, and credit. I don't know who's doing it. I don't know if it's the government. I don't know if it's. Oh, shit. I don't know if it's the government. I don't know if it's JPS, but I saw some work being done, and bravo. And I hope that type of work is being done. Okay, Stinger, but that's off topic. Like, you know, yeah. All right, cool. So sorry, I saw some work being done. I saw them cutting down trees that's close to the wires, and I mean, albeit that I think all of this should have been done from the season started, and also as watching the season progress, seeing that more rains are coming, I believe it should have been done again. They shouldn't have waited until an imminent threat. However, I welcome the emergency procedures that I think they are, because they were doing pretty extensive cutting down of the trees and identifying areas where there was more potential danger than other from what I observed. So again, Simone, what's up? Yeah man, the storm real, man. Don't take it for no joke. And it's dangerous because it's moving slow. But we're gonna get to that. Yeah, so I saw some work being done on the street in some areas that I live, and I see them cutting down the trees them from close to the wire, and I want to say bravo, whether it's the government or whether it's JPS. I don't know if it's JPS cutting down the thing them for protect them wires. I don't care. I just want to say bravo to whoever is doing it, and thank God you're doing it. All right? Because trust me, there's an area that I saw today, and believe you me, I've been looking at that area for months now, and I'm saying to myself, why isn't anybody building a reinforced wall here? And when I say a reinforced wall, I mean a stone wall. I'm not talking about a regular wall. I mean a stone wall. Because the soil is being eroded, and the trees, you can see the roots in the soil. It's very high up in there. You can see the roots in the soil. And that soil, it's a sandy type soil. I don't know if you guys know anything about agriculture, but if you ever go to agriculture class, you learn about different types of soil. That soil, they have a little sandiness to it, a little graininess to it. So it doesn't hold water very well. You understand? It's going to be eroded if too much water. I'm telling you, when I look at it, it's just the roots them alone me see. like a hole, the dirt, and some big tree too, you know, man. You know them look inside some and the road they right there, sir. SMP, what go on? What you say? I am wearing an earpiece. Oh my god. Yo, me I turn on my camera. Embarrassing. He needs some milk. Oh my goodness. I'm back, guys. I'm back. After being thoroughly embarrassed. I'm back. I had to go blow the shame tree a while ago. Oh, you turn on this camera. Lord have mercy. Ian and they did laugh. Bolo, we have one like what you're talking. Simon. Mighty God. Hey, I dangerous something, you know? Dangerous something I tell you about. I'm turning on my camera. I don't know what's going on, so. It's not allowing me to turn on back my camera. I don't know what's going on with this phone setting, you know. I noticed from the other day. Anytime I turn off the camera, it's really hard to turn it on. But anyway, all right. Sorry for my drying off my nose, guys. The rain catch me. I'm a sinus. I don't have a number for me right now, but I have to do this. Hey, Maria Dana. So, after that debacle, that I don't want to go into right now, there's a young lady on the thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen. There's an article with her that I'm going to read. And this is why I said there's disaster.
An effective opposition carrying out.
There's disaster on the land, and I'm happy about the People's National Party and the stance that they are taking, the no-nonsense stance in terms of the Speaker of the House. We have to put our foot down. Have to put our foot down. This lady is just, she's an irritant. She's a witch. I promise you, I don't want to talk about her, but, you know, sure. Police identified 3 men unalived in alleged St. Catherine shootout. So, crime is on the rise again. And me alone a sneeze. Hey! People, it's not me alone sneezing here. So, the police in St. Catherine have identified 3 men who were reportedly shot and unalived during a fierce gun battle with police in Linstead, St. Catherine, Monday night. Fierce gun battle, you know? Hey! They are 24-year-old Ron Barrett of Cedar Grove, Portmore, St. Catherine, 25-year-old fruitsman vendor Davian Francis, and Davian Francis of Riversdale District, St. Catherine, and 24-year-old Mason Tyrese, right, of also from Riversdale. You know, see, I see some want to know for name out the sex offender them in the newspaper. Yeah, man, them man they were touch up the little pitney them and them something there, touch up the woman them inappropriately and the little young girls them and little young boy them. And so we want to put them name in the newspaper. Yeah, can we finally reach at that point? You know what I mean? Oh, and there was an article I didn't get to read. I see you talking about that. One of the justice men said there should be no wiping off record for persons that commit rape and stuff like that. What do you guys think about that? You guys think their record should never be expunged? And thinking about it objectively in terms of reformation, can somebody that raped a young girl or a young boy, can they be reformed? You know, is that crime a little bit more deeply spiritual? I think we have to have the conversation about that. You know? I think we do. Most can't get a free up. I don't think not left, people. I don't think not left. What you think? Sean, they in our own vibes right now. Right now, I disturb me there, I disturb Sean. Left Sean alone, yeah. Woo! I owe that. Sensitive topic, we have to look on it from more than one angle. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm looking at it from a legal perspective. I'm trying to take my emotions out of it. What argument are you going to make to reform somebody that is somebody that takes somebody's life? You know, if you're gonna do it for them, you know, if I guess there would have to be greater safeguards and harsher, I don't know, test of character to show if those demons that have possessed that person they're cleansed of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's kind of funny. Patricia says she good. All right, Patrice, I'm glad to see you good enough, my baby. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. Anybody that is coming down soon, in the next, I don't know. What's up, Kaylee? What's up, Kaylee? Kaylee said hi, Sugar Bear. Oh, that's sexy right there. Shout out to Kaylee. But, you know, can't take no call. Same phone me there, do your life, man. Me can't take no call. Sorry about that. No calls today, guys. So, yeah. So, the police demand that. Now, come on for that. I don't want to talk about that. Injured suspect held after deadly Glinstein gun battle. Millions stolen from Beryllium. So much trouble in the world. Them still missing. Tropical star Melissa. 3 IC directors sworn in this morning. We're going to talk about that. This is the story. This is the young lady on the thumbnail. All right. It reads, woman unalived, daughter injured in suspect domestic attack. Listen. It's tough, man. Listen, man. Bro. The men out there, y'all gotta stop doing this, man. Y'all gotta stop doing this, bro. I cannot encourage this behavior, brother. I can't even encourage you putting your hands on a woman. To be honest. I mean, if she's trying to unalive you or harm you, I can understand you defending yourself. Marjorie, how you doing? Marjorie, Miss Sinus, they are bother me. But I'm coping through it. It's getting better. I can feel it. The irritations and the irritants calming down a little bit. But it says here, woman unalive daughter injured in suspect domestic attack. Suspected domestic attack. What should have been a peaceful post-holiday morning turned to horror in the quiet community of Rosehill. Guys, do you realize, is it just me? Or do you realize that there's an uptick in unalivings in the most quiet communities? You guys realize that? When you realize that you're hearing about more of these incidents, these horrible deaths in the most quiet communities. If you live in a quiet community and it's peaceful and you don't really hear about you don't really hear about a lot of, you know, fights or anything like that. I'm telling you. Yeah, be careful of the rain. Thank you so much for that. I don't know, you know. I don't know if it's her boyfriend put out a threatening video. Guys, remember to hit the like button. It's right up here somewhere on the screen up here. Somewhere at the top. Look right at the top of the video. If you're watching on your phone and wherever you see a thumbs up symbol, click that thumbs up symbol and hit the like button for me, please. It helps the video to go out. Anita, what's up? Thank you, Sassy D. I appreciate you for hitting the like button, baby. Happy birthday again. All right. St. Andrew on Tuesday after a suspected domestic attack left one woman unalived and her teenage daughter critically injured. The deceased has been identified as Sashana Shaw, whose body was discovered along a riverbed after residents responded to an alarm raised around 10 a.m. on Tuesday. According to reports, the locals had to make a dangerous descent down a hill where they found Shaw's partially clothed body bearing multiple chop wounds from head to toe. Jesus. Her daughter, who was also attacked, suffered severe head injury and remains in critical conditions under medical supervision. It says the suspect in the incident has been identified as Ricardo McCarthy, also known as Crow. Crow, eh? Like John Crow? Wow. Like Blackbird Crow? Yeah, that is, yeah, you know what? Boy, I tell you. Who was reportedly in a relationship with Shaw. A manhunt has been launched by the St. Andrew North Police, who are investigating the matter as a case of murder and wounding. The violence has left the community devastated as the holiday done so. We can't believe this. Not in content. Rose Hill, dark right now. Him shouldn't do this. Him should have leave. Him should have just leave. Him young, find another woman. A resident said. You hear that? Gentlemen, just leave here. Walk away with your freedom and walk away with your dignity. Yeah, man. The best of us can get bun or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not casting no aspersion. Whatever the issue is that motivated this man, if you go put him hands on the lady, it don't really matter. What I'm saying is this. If end the lady life, no excuse. But if it's a case where you feel aggrieved, you know, just walk away. That's my point. Just walk away. Please walk away. We know so the spirit of darkness over the land and the judgment. You understand what I say? And those dark spirits are cause all of these things from happening right now. We've been warned about it. People tell him to leave her because the violence not worth it. So, you see, this is an ongoing thing between these two people, you know, for residents to be saying that there were signs. One resident told the cleaner that the woman wanted to end their relationship. Everybody know about them. You have people who know her and some know him. Some people also know both of them. Him week long time. Oh, a weak man do them thing there. A relative of the deceased said. St. Andrew police are probing the murder of wounding incident. As at October 11th, the division recorded 30 murders compared to 52 for the corresponding period in 2024. Hey, me say every single time they prove my point. Yo, the media is rigged. Why did they have to put in that part of it? The end of the year is not here yet. Unfortunately, this period is one of the most darkest period going to the end of the year. Why would they mention this in the end of the article? About how much murders compared to last year. 30 murders recorded in division compared to 52 last year for the same time. Bro, we don't. Oh my God, this is so inappropriate. They always do it, you know. Sefu, what's up? They always do this, bro. I mean, condolences to the family of the young lady. Pretty girl. Quite unfortunate. Very, very sad. No. I have to get into this article right here. So this one, oh no. Really, bro? Look at this. Buchanan presses on with fight to void St. Catherine West Central election results. You hear that? Want to hear that, people? So let's read. Attorney at law Hugh Wildman says his client Paul Buchanan ultimate goal is to have the September 3rd general election result in St. Andrew West Central voided and a rerun ordered. Wildman comments followed the filing of an application seeking permission to pursue a judicial review on a decision by the constituted authority not to void the election results. During the case management hearing held in the Supreme Court on Tuesday, a hearing date was set for November 18. It's only one result to void the election and to have a rerun. That is his ultimate goal, the Wildman told the Gleaner. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who leads the Jamaica Labour Party, won the seat 7,054 votes, defeating Buchanan's 4,953 votes. You know, I think I was watching the Titans, and Mr. Wayne Lonesome mentioned something very significant that I remember. And he said, Deb Wagwan, what you say? Yeah, the weather, yeah. The rain catch me, man. Them try to prove out them a dunce cap. Anyway, Mr. Lonesome said, how is it that all over Jamaica we had low voter turnout, and it's almost as if Andrew had a 100% voter turnout and won? Very strange. Very strange. That's very strange. That's all I'm going to say about that. When he said it, I said, oh, I never thought about that. Real, true story. When he said it, I said, I never thought about that. I never did. It's a good point. That's an excellent point, Mr. Wayne Lonesome. It goes on to say here that the outcome sparked public debate as Holness has been trailing Buchanan by nearly 100 votes after the count of 87 of the 105 ballot boxes remaining. 18 boxes were from polling station Seaford Garden Primary and Infant School, according to the Director of Elections. Following the election, Buchanan challenged Holness' victory before the constituted authority, the body empowered to void election results under certain conditions. His application was submitted on September 16. However, the application was denied. The constituted authority noted that Buchanan relied on the ground stipulated in Section 37E of the Election Petition Act, that there is an upsurge in violence or any irregularity during the election day in one or more polling stations or polling divisions or in any electoral division or constituency, which would lead to a substantial distortion or subversion of the process of free and fair election. The constituted authority said that after carefully consideration of Buchanan's affidavit, the relevant case law, it found that the evidence presented did not satisfy the standard contemplated by the wording of Section 37E. Right? In response, Buchanan, through his legal team, has now filed a claim in the Supreme Court seeking leave to pursue a judicial review on of that decision. Wildman stated that Holness is expected to be served sometime this week. He added that directions were given during the... Boss, me up on the line. We can't talk to you right now, yeah? The case management hearing on multiple submissions would need to be filed. The Attorney General is representing the constituted authority. We're told that because of the nature of the matter, the Prime Minister should be served. So the documents will be served on the Prime Minister so he can't get his own lawyer. So he can get his own lawyer if he wants to get his lawyer, said Wildman. All I have to say is that Mr. Paul Buchanan and his lawyer is not joking around with this one. Daniel Taylor, how you doing? No, the rain is not falling where I am right now. We have a little bit of a break and the clouds are clearing up. But earlier, I was in the hills and when I saw, I couldn't see the ocean. The clouds in the sea, it was that dark and there was fog. So if that is what we're going to face in this particular storm that is coming, people, I am telling you, the precipitation is going to be immense. So be careful. Look out for landslides and look out for sinkholes. I warn you again. See the earthquake liquid here, the 4.2 or 4.1 earthquake liquid here. Those affected areas have to be extremely careful. Everyone have to be careful now. But you see those parishes that was hit by that little earthquake need to be extremely careful, ladies and gentlemen. Please, me I beg you, no, please. Me I beg you, no, me have a feeling and me don't want to talk. Me I beg you, no, to be careful. I don't even want to put it out there in the atmosphere. I'm just no. Be careful. Please. Be careful. Me can't stress you no more. Don't take this lightly. We see hurricane come and people are run up and down in the street and I play water war and them something that people don't do it. You remember the young man where they get washed in the gully? I play ball when the rain when I fall at I think at Kingston or St. Andrew. You remember that situation? You remember that situation there when the hurricane they come and them a map the thing and a map the rain and him get sweep in the gully? People, please don't. The old way where the Jamaica is blessed. No, the blessing gone. Me I tell you, you're not dead anymore. We turn against God and his sword rise and a judgment on us. Please, the people, them, the remnant and everybody, pray, ask God for guidance, ask God for covering and cover yourself. Be safe, please. I think I warned you guys enough. Very, very serious. Very, very serious. Alright, so that is Mr. Buchanan, right? No. High alert from Melissa. Let me read this. Since I'm going to start about the weather. Let me read this. This is the Gleaner talking about the alert for Melissa. So it says, tropical storm Melissa moves slowly across the Central Caribbean with potential impacts on Jamaica, the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Local disaster coordinators have been placed on high alert to assist vulnerable persons as Tuesday evening Jamaica remained on a tropical storm watch, with forecasters suggesting a warning could be issued today. Well, this was what? Let me tell you, this was from this was 1.5 hours ago. This article. Okay, alright, cool. It says here, Minister of Environment and Climate Change, Matty Samuda, told Parliament that the island network of 881 shelters. Ladies and gentlemen, do you guys remember months ago when I think it was Andrew Holness and 2 other members of Parliament from the JLP, and they were giving us they were giving us 3 different figures of how many shelters are in Jamaica. One of them was in the 900. One of them was less than 500. And one of them was somewhere in between all of that. So I was asking myself, how is it that you have a team and a government and the information regarding how much shelters we have, 3 persons give us a different answer? Is it that somebody is lying, or is it that somebody is just terribly misinformed? And none of those are good, because if you're terribly misinformed, it means that there's a lack of communication between the team, and that's not good governance. That is incompetence. That means that we don't really can't just run the country, because if all I want to come out, it's like the debate where they happen, right? And Jonas never know something about some changes in the finances, and Mark Golding was like, yeah, you kind of never know, but you should have known. This is a debate. You understand? Those things are important. You talk about finances. You talk about running the country, so you never know, say. Because Mark Golding was lining out the plan about the $3.5 million threshold, and he must say, all right, that can't work because them not reach this point yet. And Mark Golding say, no, the reports just come out that by such time next year in the budget, in 2026, we are going to reach the 60% level, so we can manage at that point to raise the threshold to 3.5%, and it would not damage anything in terms of running the economy. And him never know that. So it's like these people are either preoccupied doing something else but the work of the people, because that is too important. Your finance minister is supposed to keep you on point. Those things need to be coming, especially you're going into one debate. None of it is good, is what I'm saying. It's either them incompetent or them lying. Period. And what we've seen consistently with these people. They are occupied with something else other than running the country. I don't know, maybe filling their pockets. You know? So much money unaccounted for. But I digress. Let's continue. It says here that them have 881 shelters. Don't forget that number there, because if the number they change again, if you ever shift go down, we have to go find out how we're going. Anyway, shelters would be activated as needed. Shelter managers are already on alert and preparing designated spaces. Preparing, not prepared. That means them in a process. Why not prepared yet? I'm confused. We in our rainy season. How much preparation you are gonna need? I hope it's rudimentary preparation. I hope it's not major preparation, because if you're gonna have designated shelters in a time like this, there should be 90% prepared, like main infrastructure, like food, water, beds. At least they should be in the building, so you can just set them. But preparing, how much preparing them do? How much load of preparation them have to do now with the storm right at our doorstep? But I like to know. And these are the things that the People's National Party was trying to ask in the parliament, and the which never wanted to ask no question. These are the things we needed clarity about, and this is about people's lives and them safety in the storm, and them just them just want to do them look dictator thing and just want to be the center of attention, and not about the people's business. You understand? This is how them operate, and she been doing it all along. That's why we never want her to be Speaker of the House again. You cannot have the Prime Minister and his wife. That is conflict of interest. That is like somebody have one company and you manage a company. Remember, I said Jamaica is a company, it's a corporation. You know? You have somebody that manage a company, Prime Minister, right? And he might deal with the top executive things in terms of the powers and the running. And then he say, yo, say, me I go put my wife in all the other key position them. Where's the checks and balances? Pillow talk. If you do nothing wrong, we don't know nothing about it. And your wife, simple mathematics. It cannot be trusted. It cannot be trusted. She there in every single committee. All of the procurement them we are going, we don't know what are going with the procurement them. Them are block everything from the PMP, so the PMP don't know what is going on. So they can't tell we, the public, what are going. If them are do not skullduggery. That's why when the Auditor General goes to Bobs and do our report and talk about how much trillions of dollars unaccounted for in a several different ministries, them are going to talk about what do you mean unaccounted for? The monies was spent and unaccounted for is the wrong word. So then start use semantics. You understand? But unaccounted for. The National Response Team, coordinated by the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ADPEN, met yesterday to assess the situation and plan next steps. The team includes stakeholders such as meteorological services of Jamaica and municipal corporations. Melissa is the 13th named storm in the hurricane season and is the first to form in the Caribbean Sea. That is significant. This storm actually formed in the Caribbean Sea. That is bad. That is not good. Usually the storm then form way down so and then come up the line. But for farm in a field water, that is bad, bro. This could really do some serious. If this thing farms, goes to category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Yeah, and then I don't know how fast it go farm. But the way them are say so far, boy, the slower it move over Jamaica, the more damage it's going to do. Remember, say Beryl never liquid, you know. Beryl graze, you know. And you see damage your Beryl do? Graze. It never liquid. Graze. We don't need no bag of water, people. Me are telling you, want to be careful and want to be safe. If you don't know, so you live in a low-lying areas. If you don't know, so you live near gully, try find somewhere else go. If you don't see rain start get wicked, you don't prepare yourself for left from now. Believe when I tell you, I'm not a joke thing. You think not normal. You don't see waters them deal with the place. You don't see spiritual what there? You don't see spiritual. The people them say never seen before. You hear the water deal with the place and I can't, yo, the road them block up. Bridget, I'm not joking. Right now, I'm afraid for you people them right now. I'm not telling you that. I'm afraid for you people them right now. We live in a certain area, brother. He said this is another stark demonstration of the urgent climate reality confronting small island developing states like Jamaica, a reality that demands both local preparedness and continuous advocacy for global climate action. So I think this is Matty Samuda with them they say in a parliament. Now, people, I don't know, but you have to look on things on a practical level. You know? You have to call a spade a spade. You give a man your yard to make sure so the yard maintain. You understand? The grass cut. If you place one paint, if you roof one patch, then if you take care of the house and the yard. Every year, you have a hurricane season. Why is it that they are not allocating funds to make sure, say, the gutter then clean on a regular basis? The gutter then can clean 3 times a year, you know. Split it up in a 3, you know, brother, at 12 months, you know. Every 4 months, boarded up. Just boarded up every 4 months. Do it I starting just before the hurricane season, make sure say one of them allocated right there, so strategically. Then 4 months after that, just before December, so you do it again. The way of the climate change I go, you probably have to go. You don't know, you have to go freestyle it because the time when rain would fall, it a change. It a go this amount and I go down deeper and deeper. So you have to go probably freestyle it. But I'm saying, before when we have a standard climate and we know say every summer 1 and 2 hurricanes come through. Brother, the man them have a poor cleaning of the drain mentality, brother. All over Jamaica, brother. The thing need to stop. The thing I put the people in life in a danger, bro. When look on the thing what they are at town. The lady I say, the rain they fall and come down and whole lady house full of mud. And lady I say, since they put up one building, no more try to find out who put up that building there now. Because you see my major architecture, you know. And I understand, say, you see when you go build a property, you have to think about land history. If it's a place of low land, if it's a place of water, you have to know land history. If it's soil soft, if swamp did there, you have to know land history. If it's sand, you know, so you have to put on, you have to pad you up with stone for build upon it. You have to know the land history. And you have to get approval based on land history for how high the building is going to go because whatever the soil and density is like. There's a lot of technicalities, is what I'm saying. So if you are going to build that there, so, and normally water run there, so somebody should say don't build that there, so who approve if you build there, so? I know woman and the other people will feed them property, the water go divert, and then it them suffer and feed them property damage. She fi sue the government, you know? She fi sue the government and them responsible for say, all right, yeah man, they can build right there, so. She fi sue them and millions of women see that woman house and her furniture. The woman say right now, she traumatized, she can't even assess how much damage this. She just glad says she alive, because one of the time she thinks she ain't gonna make it. That is how much the water did dangerous and running. Our house turn the gutter. Our house turn where the water run, like say, I say when I run a long time, because that is one building where they gonna put up, one apartment complex. Alright, may I show you one next example. Some residents, they buy one you know, they have some property. I think Andrew and his wife responsible. Zane, because them are real estate people, you know. Them build property, them buy and all of them so. Everybody know that. Zane, and I don't know if you remember, but what them never consider was the water problem again. You know what? The people in vehicle under, them have an under garage. You remember that story there? And all of the water people, big up, all of the water go and mash up the people in vehicle where they cover the people in vehicle at some point, you know. How you fi build the place knowing say that place is a place you're prone for that happen? How you fi do that? How you fi do that? You cannot do that. This is bad management. People need to be locked up for these things. And if we don't get serious as a country, right, and we continue to allow these government officials to get away with these things, what, eh? You what, man? Right? You can't get it over there, because I buy one a while ago. Buy one credit. You can't get it. You what, man? I tell you, it's just frustrating, brother. So they shouldn't be telling us that they are preparing. They should be prepared. But still, we're still glad they're preparing. Where's the money? Where's the prosperity, man? We urge citizens, particularly those in flood-prone and low-lying areas, to remain attentive to official advisories, avoid misinformation, and take all necessary precautions. Some would have said he encouraged Jamaica to monitor the updates from official sources. Oh, this is what you say in a parliament. I don't need to read all of that. When you come to parliament to tell us storm a come, we know storm a come. What we expected to hear is how you will help us as a representative of the people to assist our vulnerable citizens and communities. I will say this. Wait. However, at a press conference held by the parliamentary opposition local government spokesperson Natalie Garvey questioned the effectiveness of Samuda's statement. She argued that it failed to address how the government would support vulnerable communities. That is true. You see, one of the things that the Jamaica Labour Party does very well is to say the right things. When it comes on to the intricacies and the details of how they are going to achieve the things that they say, they are very mute about it. they're very shady and they are not transparent about the how. They're just, yeah man, you know, we're gonna do it. And when they don't do it, oh, you know, because of this, oh, you know, because of that, they always have an excuse. They are very good at excuses. very good at excuses. That's one of the things I noticed. So that is what Nita Garvey is arguing. She also pointed out that many councillors have not received funding since July, limiting their ability to clear community drains and assist residents. No, this is one of the things that we were, the questions that we needed answers for. Why is it that from July, August, September, now we're in October, knowing that the rains have been beating us up? They really have been beating us up, guys. Why is it that we haven't seen any activity in cleaning drains? As a matter of fact, there was an allegation by Dre Bryan on his platform in regards to the mayor in St. Anne and some money allocations for drain cleaning. And he was saying that when he went and passed the drains were totally blocked. So he wanted to know if the allegations were true, that money was allocated, and why isn't the work started if it's true that the money was allocated? You know, like I said, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Melissa expected to become hurricane. Alright, so we just got an update, guys, about the hurricane. This was 7 minutes ago. And this is the Observer. Ooh. Ooh. Ryan Campbell. Oh, you made it over here too. Salute to Ryan, man. Ryan be supporting all of my my video, all of my channels. Ryan a day one, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Ryan, man. Kings, your face? Me too. My nose. Your whole face. Oh, you put that up on your skin. Could it be the rain? You can't stay there. Anyway, Kingston, Jamaica Director of Meteorological Services. No, seriously, Sean. You know, so them spray stuff in that ear, right? So it's not far-fetched, trust me. It's not. Anyway, guys, it says here that Meteorologist Service of Jamaica, Evan Thompson, says Tropical Storm Melissa is expected to become a hurricane by Friday. No longer a tropical storm, guys. Is this good? I don't know yet. Anyway, it is expected to, however, become a hurricane, which is likely to occur sometime by Friday. As we go into the weekend, now the system will most likely impact Jamaica as early as Thursday, which is tomorrow. People, if you don't need to go buy anything, any goods, any stock up, any water, any rain, now is the time. All right, we should be getting rainfall from the system at that time. We continue to have the country on a tropical storm watch. That is what is there now. It is not a warning, but a watch. And what? Who wrote this? It is not a warning, but a watch. And that means, oh, it's not a warning, but a watch. And that means tropical storm conditions are possible within 48 hours. People, take it as a warning. Oh, yeah. I'm stocked up as much as I can, yeah. I am. Sure. Thomas noted that as the weather system moves closer to the island, there will be a gradual increase in rainfall on Thursday, with areas closest to the center of the system expected to experience tropical storm conditions. The system is expected to continue strengthening, so while it is moving towards the west over to the waters south of the island, there is a good chance that this system will develop into a hurricane. That is what is expected as the system becomes a hurricane, which is likely to take place on the weekend. It will continue to move on, and there is now the possibility that it become a major hurricane. A major hurricane while it is over the water south of us. So that is Kingston. Damn, St. Andrew, St. Elizabeth, St. Thomas. Yo. He noted that eastern and southern parishes are most at risk of being impacted by heavy rainfall. Portmore, Portland, St. Andrew, St. Catherine. Wanna be careful here. South and east parishes. Wanna be careful here. Mighty God. That is us. That news they just dropped a while ago. This is an article that just dropped 7 minutes ago on the Observer. Just fresh drop. When I say fresh, I mean fresh. See there? 7 minutes ago. You can't see it? Can't see it? 7 minutes ago. What is this? Leader leak. People want to hear this. Speaker of the House, Juliet Onus, has described the walkout by opposition during Tuesday's sitting as a breach of parliamentary decorum and an action that undermines the interest of the people of Jamaica. Your actions is what undermine the interest of Jamaica and good governance and democracy. Now,
the actions of speakers are guided solely by the standing orders, and speakers are compelled to act to preserve order, uphold the rules, and maintain the integrity of our proceedings. The disruption today arose during statement by ministers when a member of the opposition attempted to introduce a matter that was procedurally improper.
Lie, Shatel. Lie, Shatel. She's a liar. A lie, Shatel. The man was talking about something that actually was spoken about in the actual statement of the minister on the Jamaica Labour Party. So she can chat her mouth when she alone then with the Bolo them and the barber and the 40,000 thief them. Right? She can do that while them in the place. You see me? But when it comes on to sensible people, we look for them own self and watch the parliament for them own self. You can't trick we. You can't trick we. The man mentioned drains. The man mentioned this and that, and the man said, all right, based off that, because what is happening in my constituency is such and such. What assurance can you give me that we will get some type of emergency? Boop, 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 boop. Isn't that what the representatives are there in the parliament to do? Isn't that what they're there in the parliament to do, to advocate for the people that actually voted for them? So why you don't allow them to do their job by asking their questions, talking about you are an enemy of democracy, miss. You make Warmington up there call people this and I call people that. But yet still, when somebody else do something like that, out of line, not asking a question, not stating what their standing order is, you make them act like them a bully. You just want to get... You are a bully, and you are the head of the bullies, and then you feel like, say, you can give everybody on the JLP the opportunity to bully everybody else. It not gonna work, and we not stand feet. We're not standing feet, and we support the People's National Party 1,000,000%. If that is a figure, put 30 more upon the million and see what you get. You understand? We don't want to put the front.
The question posed by the member of Southwest St. Mary clearly related to payment to contractors, and Southeast St. Mary, clearly related to payment of contractors and settlement of invoices, which are outside of the allowed questions based on the statement by Minister.
Miss, cut the crap. We have an emergency. There's a storm coming. The man is making the speaker, the individual aware that there is some things floating around where reports from these people is that they're not getting paid. And if they're not getting paid and they're the one contracted to clean the drains, I think we're in a bit of a problem now, aren't we? And who will suffer? The people of Jamaica. So the People's National Party in their question was advocating for the safety of the people of Jamaica. It is that simple, and you block them from doing so because you wanted to protect the reputation of your party. That's it. Nothing else. You never want to get show up.
Having assessed the content of the question and against the relevant rules, it was
or if you assess the content of the question when you never make the man finish ask the question. Or you assess something without the person actually, you don't see the finishing product. Or you assess it. What kind of dunce people them, man? I don't think we dunce. No, but it's not normal. Or you assess something without the 100% final product. That's like a man a draw one picture, or paint a picture, and you say, oh, the picture looks really ugly, and it's not finished. You cannot assess the picture. Yeah, brother. You see, me tell you something. Them people expose themselves every day, and all you have to do is listen with a good ear, carefully, and analyze what them say. That's all you gotta do to see that these people are just bullies. You understand? Them not really have no substance. That I only thing them know for do. That is their only character trait. That is a strength. Them not enough value, bro. Them not enough value. I tell you that. They don't have no value, brother. They don't bring no value. That's a
permit out of order, as the subject matter was not within the official cognizance of the minister.
No, you see the argument, they are foolishness, because the minister came up and spoke on behalf of the person that has the mandate of whatever it is you're talking about, which is Desmond McKenzie. Is Desmond McKenzie sick? Is he okay? I just have a funny feeling. I don't know. What is this personal business that Desmond McKenzie is overseas doing? Is he alright? I don't know. Something just from yesterday, it's just been itching me to ask that. I just have that feeling like, is he okay? Is he? Interesting. Well, if he is okay, we'll know. If he's not, we will know.
It was not within the official cognizance of the minister tasked with responding to the question, and therefore breached the...
Your minister breached the rule by speaking on behalf of Desmond McKenzie. If that is your position, he breached the rule. He should have never spoke for Desmond McKenzie. He came up there and said that, you know, me and the minister we talk every day, as if he has an understanding and a grasp that he could now answer any question. I would assume that if you come and tell me that you have spoken to the minister every day, communicating about the specific and issues and in regards to his particular ministry, and you come and speak on behalf of him in the parliament, deductive reasoning would suggest that you know how to answer the questions that would follow thereof. If you don't, why bring it up? Why bring it up? You know, Sassy, you have to behave, you know. I never wanted to ask that other question. Why you try? Come out of my brain, no? Come out of my brain. I see you. Sassy is a dangerous lady. You need to come out of my brain. Why you a think when me a think? Why you a think when me a think? I was thinking, since Parliament start back, and Jonas has been very scarce, hasn't he? Is he okay? Is he sick and they're hiding it? Interesting. Very interesting. Just a question. Just a question. Bolo, it's true that Usain Bolt is really sick, craving. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Y'all need to chill, bro. Y'all need to chill. I'm so not talking about Usain Bolt. I'm done with Usain Bolt in terms of just this whole thing. I'm done. If he doesn't, you know, care for the other people that lost their money, you know, hey, it is what it is. I don't even want to get into it, man. Shout out to the victims of SSL. Shout out to all the victims. We haven't forgotten you. We have left it up to God to make sure that the persons that are responsible for that action will pay dearly through his judgment. That's what we are praying for. So we'll leave it all up to the Most High here. That is it. The web of corruption it reels very, very...
Rules governing the propriety and content of questions presented to the House. The ruling was based on the clear provisions of the standing orders. Standing Order 16.1a provides that the proper object of the question is to obtain information on a question of fact within the official cognizance of the minister to whom it is addressed, or to ask.
If it's to get facts from the minister about his own ministry, again, why did you allow him, or why did he take it upon himself to speak about a ministry that he doesn't know anything about? Once you speak on it, you're going to be asked questions. That's not the PMP's fault. That's his fault. What are we doing right now?
For official action. And Standing Order 16.1g subsection 8 and 11 prohibit questions asking whether statements in the press or by private individuals, including contractors, are accurate, or questions concerning the actions of a minister for which he is not responsible to the legislature.
Garbage piling up in some communities amid approaching tropical storm. So we also have a garbage issue, ladies and gentlemen. It's just Jamaica under the Jamaica Labour Party government is just a mess, and it won't. I'm telling you, so you're gonna hear more of the same and worse.
Chairman of the Manchester Municipal Corporation, Mayor of Mandeville. Well, I am advised that we. Donovan Mitchell, Chairman of the Manchester Municipal Corporation, Mayor of Mandeville. Well, I am...
Well, you said, Joy, you were asking the question about Andrew's absence from the People's House. Yeah, I've been questioning it as well. Is it that he's preparing for his case? A lot of legal action, yes? Paul Buchanan, the IC. Tough season. But this is Mayor of Mandeville, Donovan Mitchell. Let's go.
Advised that we have some unstable weather that is lurking in our area in Jamaica here. And I just want to say to especially persons that are in the lowland areas, we think of porous and the Adelita Pond areas. We look at the Christiana area where it tend to have some mudslides, that persons be aware and be on the lookout just in case we have these weathers and we have land slippage or we have flooding. We must also recognize that we're still in the hurricane season. The hurricane season finishes on the 30th of November, so persons are to be prepared. The municipality is prepared. We have done some drain cleaning in the months of July and August, and so most of our main drains have been cleaned. I will be having a meeting shortly with the administrators and the persons that are in charge of the disaster preparedness so that we can know where we are, and that if there's any additional preparations that need to be made, that we have it made so that persons are safe coming into this weather.
You guys really believe that? What's your name? You don't really believe said the matey beat this man? What me do? No, what me do? What you say a while ago? Oh, that's what I say. No, isn't the matey? Isn't the mate just a little bit? Isn't the matey the one that ran against this man? I'm just asking. Anybody? Isn't the matey? And she won. Yo. Huh? Where are meds? Just don't do that, alright? No, it don't really matter. Don't do that with none of them. Oh, the mercy. You think so? I'm not sure. What's her name again? I don't remember her name. What the matey name again?
I swear that is covered.
What the matey name? Anybody? Anybody know the matey name? Uh-huh. What's your name again? Rhoda. Mandeville. Yes, no, but not for your constituency, man. Bless that up for me now. Bless it up for me now.
Too much ice in there?
No, it's perfect. Thank you. What you say if you tell her if you stop? No, I never tell her if you stop. No, that's fine now. That's fine now. Good afternoon. Hey, no, your name is crazy. I'm going to call you Thorpe. I don't like your first name. How you pronounce that? D-I-C-O-E-L? Or D-I-C-O-L-E, sorry? How you pronounce that? If N-I-C-O-L-E is Nicole, when they put a D in front of it, what is that? That no sound good. That no sound good. Yo, you have got to change the name them. Yo, me not call it a name upon my life. That name they not, that's how I make she say it a while ago. Nicole, and you put a D in front of it, what that mean? Oh, that sound. Oh, hell no. Yeah, that's a troll name. You tripping. No, I ain't calling you that. You ain't gonna get me on that. No, sir. Oh yeah, so if the rainwaters don't mess us up, we're looking at a whole potential of mosquito diseases, because the drains are not clean in most places, the waters are settled. Hey, Sassy, you never noticed that the first time I saw the person, I don't even know if it's a man or a woman, the first time I saw the person typing in the chat, you never noticed them name? I said, the what? I think I said it once. I was like, hell no, I ain't saying that shit again. I was caught off guard. Terrible, man. Anyway, we have Mr. Dawes here, Alfred Dawes, and you know, I have to make sure that I see what he's saying. Dawes warns against fraudulent use of his image in advertisements. What? Mr. Dawes, people use your image in advertisements? Promoting treatments and supplements for diabetes, hypertension, and pain management? Who could be so cruel? Who could be so cruel? That's crazy. It says here that, it's a small article. It says here that Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southeastern, Dr. Alfred Dawes, says his name, image, and likeness are being fraudulently used in online advertisements promoting treatment supplement for diabetes, hypertension, and pain management. In a statement on Wednesday, Dawes' office shared Dr. Dawes has no affiliation or endorsement relationship with any company, product, or service offering these treatments or supplements. These unauthorized advertisements appearing on various social media platform websites are entirely false and misleading. Commenting on the issue, Dr. Dawes shared, I wish to make it absolutely clear that I have not endorsed, partnered with, or promoted any medical products, supplements, or miracle cures online. My professional focus remains on providing legitimate, evidence-based medical care through my registered medical practice. Members of the public are being asked to exercise caution and to report any such advertisements directly to the Cyber Crimes Unit of Jamaica Constabulary Force, or to the relevant social media platform for removal. The statement warns that the use of Dr. Dawes' image and professional reputation in this deceptive manner is a serious matter and may result in legal action against parties responsible. Whoa, a lot going on, eh? A lot going on. Alright, so we spoke about that already. Lawrence Sargent, the father of slain Christiana High School student Shantina Sargent, has been charged in relation to sex crimes involving a child. So the young lady that was found in the fridge, burnt and decomposing when alarm was raised, the father is now being charged in relation to sex crime. You remember there was rumors about that? No, I'm Saturday. I'm just messing with you. I was just messing with you. I'm looking through the news articles. Haiti under hurricane. Watch. What is this? 160-pound marlin crystal takes, huh? Not so far, right there. Yeah, not so far. Oh, yeah. All right, that's it. Cop shot during a robbery. Cop shot during a robbery attempt motivated to continue serving. Wow. Storm in the house. Walks out. Oh, you can hear where my This is the mayor of Kingston. Kingston mayor urges residents in flood-prone areas to prepare as Melissa nears. Tropical storm Melissa moves through the Caribbean. Mayor of Kingston, Andrew Swaby, is appealing to residents in flood-prone areas to be prepared to relocate to shelters higher ground if it becomes necessary. If the rain is heavy or falls for a prolonged period of time, there might be flooding, but if your area is prone to flooding, probably it's best to go somewhere else during the period and go into a shelter. He appealed. He was speaking with reporters on Tuesday after the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation scheduled monthly disasters and climate change committee meetings. The mayor said KCMC has been in touch with residents of flood-prone areas in the communities such as New Haven, Harborview, and Bull Bay, and the Municipal Corporation's disaster coordinator, Terry Forrester, has been having discussions with shelter managers. Not all councillors are on that committee, but we thought it was fitting to invite all councillors. We also made sure that persons who could not attend could join via virtually Zoom. What going on? Oh yeah, I would not. The times them way I go on right now, all them something to me fake. I'm just saying. He pointed out that the mayor, the majority of drains within the KCMC are cleaned at the start of the hurricane season and should be in excellent condition. We've always started with the drains on the coastal side of the city, and that has been successful. I'm not going to say that all drains are in tip-top condition, but we believe that a fair amount of them are in good condition, said the mayor. For her part, Forrester said that preparations are underway. She noted that the team has been in contact with shelters, managers, and partner agencies, sharing information through WhatsApp groups and providing shelter manager with new gear such as water boots and raincoats to ensure that they can operate effectively. The disaster coordinator added that public education material, including emergency contact numbers, will be distributed so residents know who to call in case of an emergency. She added that while they await further instructions from the national systems, plans are being put in place to ensure a swift and effective response if the need arises. Also, we will be meeting with the Odd Pen office and other agencies today to get a better understanding of what to expect from the system. We should be having that meeting sometime this afternoon. As such, we will be able to either beef up our preparation activities or follow the instructions that are given by the ODPEM. These are important updates, ladies and gentlemen, because the biggest thing right now is these potential waters hitting Jamaica. That is right at our doorstep. No. Whoa, wait a minute. MOCA agent testifies in Royal Reed and co-trial. Make we hear what going on so now. Let me drink this first. What are the people? Let me clear my throat. Woo! Winnie me, where are you with? Big up yourself. All right, sir. Thank you. All right, so the 123 mark and 40-second. Carly said the 124 mark. And then, all right, the 124 mark. May I remember that? Oh my God. What is this? I don't want to forget. From the other day, my brain was so sharp and the people may I get all of them. Don't forgive me here. All right, so MOCA agents testify in Royal Reed and co-trial, right? It says here, the testimony of invoice worth hundreds of thousands of dollars made out to Caribbean Maritime University, CMU, with the name on it of a former driver of Royal Reed was shared in the court. As the fraud trial of the former education minister, ex-CMU president, Fritz Pinnock, and 3 co-accused continued on Tuesday. 2 more witnesses, including a representative of the Office of the Registrar General, formerly Registrar General's Department, and a Chief Special Agent of the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Agency, MOCA, were called by prosecution before the defense lodged an objection to the testimony of the MOCA agent. Wait, what are you saying to me? The defense lodged an objection to the testimony of the MOCA agent? Why would he do that? That's interesting. Things are heat up in a court, man. The chief special agent told the court she was the officer who took a statement from the now deceased Devon McQueen, who had been identified before the court as Reed's former driver. So hold on. Royal Reed former driver Devon McQueen is now deceased. I'm doing good in a Winnie Maid. How are you? Is that what I'm understanding here? Wow. Can I get one of those? The prosecution said it's an attempt to get McQueen's statement tendered into evidence. The chief special agent told the court that on March 23, 2019, while she held the rank of detective sergeant at MOCA, she was called in to assist the Financial Investigation Division on a matter. And that April 24th that year, she and Inspector Brenton Williams met McQueen at a home in Vineyard Town. She briefly interviewed him before inviting him to come to the FID office in Kingston, and while at the office, showed McQueen 4 invoices. She shared from memory the contents of those invoices, which were dated January, February, March, and April 2018. The agent said all 4 were addressed to Caribbean Maritime University bore the name Devon McQueen and the notation for the provision of students' needs. The February and March invoice had a sum of $30,000 each, while the other two had a sum of $330,000. Da da dee. Da da da. Think I get warm enough, people. Following this, the agent said McQueen was again interviewed and gave a statement to the chief special agent, which he read and signed. The content of the statement was not shared with the court. Let me read that again. Following this, the agent said McQueen was again interviewed and gave a statement to the chief special agent, which he read and signed. This is the deceased person, you know. Read and signed a statement, you know. Witnessed by the special agent, you know. The content of the statement was not shared with the court. I guess they're gonna hold that until further down the line. People, I am not Mystic Sensation, but I have a feeling. I got a feeling this case is gonna blow wide open. I got a feeling. Listen to me. This not sound good for Ruel Reid. Anyway, the defense objected to the testimony of the chief special agent with Anthony Armstrong, who represents Reid, citing the content of the invoice. The prosecution maintained that the agent's testimony was required for the context of her interaction with McQueen, whose statements they want to be submitted into evidence. Presiding Judge Sasha Burrell overruled the objection and the witness was allowed to continue. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruel Reid is in trouble. You heard what I said? Ruel Reid is in trouble. I heard Mystic Sensation say this. These judges ain't playing. Once it reaches judicial. Hey, the agents also told the court that on September 24, she identified McQueen from a photocopy of a funeral program, which she said bore his image. She again identified him from the same photo in court. I remember Mr. McQueen because he had a very large nose. You know something done? She must remember Andrew Honest then. Yo, we got him a blouse and skirt. Nothing wrong with a big nose, but hey, listen, it is what it is, man. Yeah, what it is, say, I remember Mr. McQueen because he had a very large nose and a memorable face, I should say. She said. Attorney Hugh Wildman, who represents Pinnock, objected to the witness, asking that she not be allowed to continue her testimony. Justice Burrell noted his objection, but ruled that the witness would continue and told Wildman that there would be an appropriate time to make submissions regarding his objections. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not a legal mind, but from the early portions of these proceedings, I believe that Ruel Reid is in trouble. He's in all types of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. But I really want to know from you guys what you guys think about that, you know. Alright? Like and share up the video. Don't keep this to yourself. We have a lot of people watching that have not hit the like button yet. And I'm inviting you guys to do so. All you have to do is right there, see? Boop, boop, boop. Hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? Yes, let's continue. yes, let's continue. Yeah, man. Yeah, mine too. Observe.
To his followers, he was divine, a prophet, a messiah. To the police, he was a suspect, the alleged mastermind behind rituals that shocked a nation. To his followers,
so October 25th.
To his followers, he was divine.
So October 25th, they're remembering Kevin Smith in the Observer. Kevin Smith. To his followers, he was divine. Why would the Observer? Who sanctioned this? Who sanctioned this article? Why was it important to bring up back Ruel Reid in this context? Is my question. Very interesting. I'm gonna leave that there. But that is very interesting. The Rural Agricultural Authority rather is urging farmers across the island to prepare themselves and their farms. I asked this question last night. Is RADA helping them to prepare? That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Allowing the opposition to pose questions and to play our constitutional role of holding the government accountable for their performance. This is unacceptable to us, and we had to absent ourselves from the rest of the proceedings. This afternoon, the opposition felt it necessary to demonstrate our absolute disgust in the manner in which the proceedings of the House of Representatives are being conducted by the current Speaker. This arose out of a statement by Minister at the beginning of the proceeding, a statement which was delivered by Minister Matthew Samuda, and it was a statement to apprise the nation of the impending tropical storm Melissa and seeking to suggest the need for readiness on the part of the people of Jamaica and giving the people of Jamaica an update as to what the government intends to do to make the country ready for this storm and the aftermath of the storm.
Thank you.
Having made that statement, which touched and concerned not only issues relating to the climate and climate change, but also, in his own words, he was speaking on behalf of Minister Desmond McKenzie, the Minister of Local Government, who has responsibility for disaster preparedness, who is overseas. And he said that he had authority from Minister McKenzie to speak on his behalf as well.
Bingo.
In response to the statement, attempts were made by opposition members to ask questions, that is a procedure, a normal procedure provided for in the standing orders of the House. However, on each occasion, the Speaker refused to hear the complete question that was sought to be posed by the member and purported to shut the member down, turning off the member's mic repeatedly before hearing the complete question. It began with the question being posed by the Member of Parliament for St. Mary South East, who, having made several attempts to ask his question, was refused the opportunity to complete the question. Up to now, I'm not sure what that question sought to ask.
I'm not either.
Subsequently, the member for Central Westmoreland rose to ask a question, namely, what resources, what allocation was going to be made available so that the necessary preparations for this pending disaster could be made. That was ruled out of order, despite the fact that the statement was all about the impending disaster and the preparations that the government was seeking to make. At this point, and this was a very confused and lengthy set of proceedings, at this point
People, I think she took an hour away from us, wasted our times to be a bully and talk to people. And we know some did a great video on it, you know, because he compared English Parliament and the Speaker of the House in England does not behave like this lady. I'm talking about she really has an inferior complex. She has to have confidence issues. It's like, I am the powerful one. You must obey me. And if you don't obey me, I get defensive. That's what she does. She's unreasonable. The man them frame the question in so many different ways. Forget the context where they want to forget. And she wouldn't even listen to the question to see whether or not they, them did not go overboard. So she, like I said before, it is impossible for her to make a correct assessment about the questions if she didn't hear the full question. She full of shit. And it's just the truth. I'm sorry. It's just the truth, bro. I can't, bro. I listen.
Supposed to complain and state that I was protesting the manner in which the Speaker was conducting the proceedings of the House. And in the course of saying what I had to say, specifically the fact that the questions were not allowed to be asked, or when they were asked, they were ruled as not being relevant, my mic was turned off, and I was not able to complete what I was saying.
All right. Today was Wednesday. Wednesday.
Andrew Wellness, use the robot and replace the guys in the parliament.
Oh, Jesus.
Pose. Every one of my people.
Oh, Jesus.
No, enough of she. Them not want to leave the right now.
And the live. Watching me.
Yo, everybody live right now, in Jamaica, you know? Let me scroll through TikTok about 5 live I just passed a while ago. No, man, this not safe. Hold on there. Let me see. Oh, you the buck up here too? Oh, yeah, blow. What did? Oh, yeah, his soup here, blow. His soup can't so hot. You know where you blow? Oh, you try whistle? No, me, I have to listen to this because I have not listened yet. Kimon, what go on? Me not listen to this fresh. This fresh.
You know that Bigfoot is not suitable. Mr. Holness, sir, you know that Bigfoot is not suitable to be a Madam Speaker though, sir.
You don't say?
I wonder if you know that for a fact. Even though I know that you put her there for bully the parliament.
Yes.
We're going to get her down. We are going to get her down. She's not fit to be a Madam Speaker.
Right.
Jamaica, we don't see what's going on. Our democracy is in danger.
You see.
It's like an endangered species right now.
Yes.
Democracy.
Yes,
Right?
yes, it's democracy.
We're in trouble, people.
You know, me rate about her. She'll stop and like, is that the right way to say it? Like, she's not afraid. She's not afraid to make mistakes. She's bold. Jacqueline says, I honestly believe that lady is mentally disturbed. She's sick, and it is more than a bully. You know, Jacqueline, big up yourself. I'm sorry I didn't read the comment earlier. I'm on 2 phones. And I'm using the third one to play this. But anyway, sorry about that. But anyway,
this woman is so disrespectful and rude. She's into her political era. She's biased. Notice whenever their party speaking, she's calm and in her nice transgender girl era. And as soon as the opposition party people them start speak, the arrogance. And you see the snake walk out her face. Bigfoot, listen. Bully the parliament. We're going to get her down. We are going to get her down. She's not fit to be a Madam Speaker. Jamaica, we don't see what's going on. Our democracy is in danger. It's like an endangered species right now. Democracy. Right? We're in trouble, people. This woman is so disrespectful and rude. She's into her political era. She's biased. Notice whenever their party speaking, she's calm and in her nice transgender girl era. And as soon as the opposition party people them start speak, the arrogance. And you see the snake walk out her face. Bigfoot, listen. I don't know how you all get the power, but you don't get my power. Because we are the people. And I don't know the hell you all think you end up with the power to deal with the parliament like that. You are treating the parliament as a party shop. I don't call it party shop. Because when you got to thesis, people are decent to line up them pay cashier and stand up in the line and wait till them ticket call. I would call the behavior of the parliament down a bend down. I saw down there behave like down a bend down downtown. No respect. You all playing with the Jamaican people future. A storm is right around the corner and you don't want the Jamaican people to know that the contractors are not being paid to clean the drain and all these things because the money in there Jamaica.
My God.
I'll know the EOJ not pay the election worker them yet. The election worker them will work, I'll know them don't get them paid.
My God.
And truly don't want the people them to speak on certain issues and turning off their mics, pint to order, and doing all kind of shit to hide and cover up the bullshit that you've been hiding from the Jamaican public. One don't want the public to hear.
That one.
She's not fit for Madam Speaker.
Yes.
She fit to be a housewife, a miserable housewife where I get a bag of bun.
You know, I just remembered. I have to clip up what I'm going to say now because I'm supposed to do this in a video and put it on TikTok. Somebody please remind me. I wonder if Juliet Holness has a mental disorder where she believes that being the Speaker of the House, meaning she's the Speaker of her personal house. Because I don't see anything that makes any other sense. Because the way how she speaks to the grown men and women, some of them that are older than her, in that parliament, her body language, her tone, her cutting of the eyes, her constant blinking, I detest it. So I am wondering if she thinks that because she's called a House Speaker, it means, I wonder if she have a mental problem. I wonder if she thinks that the House Speaker means that it is the house that she lives in and she's the only one that is to speak. Listen to me. I was in my bathroom on the toilet thinking about this, literally. That's when the thought came to me. I kid you not. I said, wait a minute. What? Look again. How much that? How much more? Oh, that means more. All right, big up yourself. No rest. Anyway, what I'm saying, I believe that this lady honestly thinks that she is at her house and she's the only one that's supposed to speak. And that is why she cut out the People's National Party every minute. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Where you say a fish market alone she can run? My God. Tell me what you think, people. That's my assessment. Because nothing else don't make no sense right now.
A bag of bun. That is what she deserves to be. Steer yards to hide and cover up the bullshit that.
And then the bag of bun argument. I wonder if that's why she saw. She'll go answer. Because you don't notice the individual that is our spouse in a parliament. You don't notice that? I wonder if she'll take out her stress in the house thinking she'll fit our house, literally. I wonder if she'll misconstrue the thing. I don't know what's still in there. But that's an ask.
You've been hiding from the Jamaican public. One don't want the public to hear. She's not fit for Madam Speaker. She fit to be a housewife, a miserable housewife where I get a bag of bun. A bag of bun. That is what she deserves to be. Steer yard and look after her daughter them. Steer yard and look after her two daughter them.
You know, say, the last time I checked, She have 2 sons. I want to go on with London 45. I wonder if I coach you talking.
No, they say next week before we get.
Da-da-dee. Jacqueline, I believe so too, though. Yo, something, you notice her blinking now? Tell us me pay attention, you know. You remember good. What go on, Karen? Deliverance is on the way. It will happen though. Destruction, natural disasters, and that's where there will be a new election. PM have to run out of Jamaica with uprising. Boy, may I tell you, say, right now, to all me see what go on, me can see that happen. Me can see that happen.
She's not fit to be a Madam Speaker. Jesus Christ, man. What it is that...
Hey, me not tell you a lie. Me love when Sassy engaged in my chat. I love when all of you are engaged. I like when you guys are typing. Even if you miss it at first, I like when you guys are engaged. When you say Sassy, that's a code. Them dead. Embarrassing. She needs some milk. No, sir.
Jamaica Parliament comes down to. We are the people we out here watching the behavior. It is unacceptable. Backside.
Yeah.
It's the talk about.
Yes.
I have people from foreign calling me about this shit right now.
My God.
It's the talk about what is wrong with you, woman.
Everybody talk about Juliet Owens. You wanted attention, you get it. Since as you want all attention, you get it. Everybody talk about you and your dirty behavior.
You need a break.
Yeah, man, she need a vacation.
This is why we didn't want.
Somebody give this lady a vacation. Yeah, man, she need for us to get a detox. She need a mental detox. We don't need to hear from her for 3 years. Just go. Forget about everything. Forget about it. I just resign, brother. Just resign.
You dear? Because we know it was going to be conflict of interest. You're still in your political phase, lady. Okay, and you're biased. And the arrogance is unbearable.
I'm telling you. Stink.
And you want to tell me, so the lab rats them not see your behavior? I'll do what they saw it because me hear them and say, yes, Bigfoot. I saw you have to rough them up because them are going like it's them a lead. Oh, be unto all of you all. Oh, be unto all of you all. Everything, the Dalios there where you all playing is crumbling right down in front of you all faces. You hear me? Mr. Ones, sir, you know that Bigfoot is not suitable to be a Madam Speaker though, sir. Mr. Ones, sir, what's going on? What is going on? How are you feeling today?
I don't know. She is my favorite on TikTok. I can watch London 45 straight through. Yo, Mr. Honest.
Because I'm so very happy that the court accepted Mr. Buchanan bid to take it to court.
Yes.
For that constituency.
Yes.
Guys, we don't want to bite up my tongue. Yes, guys.
Yes.
The judge look at the case very serious and alarming.
That is it.
It says that the judge said it's very serious.
Yes.
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 And alarming. So yes, papers will be served on Mr. Olness to go to court.
That is it. Jasmine, she dance. Watch out.
Why? Jamaica, I start smelling the tea already. The aroma. Oh my gosh. But guys, let me tell you what is that.
The aroma. No, me just. Oh my God, London 45 is so adorable. And she's a big woman. She's not a baby, but she is so adorable. Oh my God, this lady she tickles me. Mary, what's up, Lizzie? Long time I don't see my bone no swag one. So Saturday, how are you today? You come in a class late. So you don't see me read the Buchanan story. Yeah, man. Buchanan on November 18, man. November 18, brawling, man. Paul Buchanan versus Andrew Jones. You never know? November 18. I'm not far from here, so. Oh, yeah. How are you today?
For me. The fact that Mr. Buchanan take the same set of evidence to a smaller court and them reject him bid, and take the same set of evidence to a bigger court and them accepted it, that sound like Mr. Honest couldn't buy out them people here.
My God.
Mr. Honest could not buy out this system here because they said it's very serious. When they look at the evidence, it's very serious and alarming. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Mary, me said to you, babes. Yeah, man, that's how you go. You know, I haven't been putting out a lot of videos, not even live streams. I've been doing mostly live streams, but normally I will put out 3, 4, 5 videos a day. If you want to know what I talk about, you need to watch my live stream them, trust me. Real talk. And the last 2, well, yesterday, when size 13 violate, man, I went off, bro. I ain't even gonna cap, bro. I went off. Saturday, you can't tell her. Man, listen, whoo, she got me, man. I was steaming, boy. I was steaming. I was steaming. Boy,
I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. So my plate there and the plate me just done eat. Why? Joe my God right here, so too nice here. Guys, anyway, if you want to get rid of your dark spots, Skin Success. That's the cream. Skin Success. Take away dark spots and moisturize. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Not even Saturday couldn't calm me down. Nobody couldn't calm me down yesterday. Yo, me say me head hot. Me say, yo, that woman here just infuriating, bro. Damn.
Boy, Mr. Honest, you need to get one of this with Bigfoot. Make sure fix up our ugly two of them. But I'm not telling you a lie. I feel better today than yesterday. Jesus Christ. Yes, man. Tell us God and time in doing it, you know. God and time in doing this. Why am I in such a good mood today? Murder and John. Mr. Honest.
This Bigfoot transgender woman.
Speaker, I am here on behalf of the residents of Southeast St. Andrew who are anxious because 4 weeks ago, when we had heavy rains, I'm coming to it.
No, answer your question.
I am coming to my question.
Members, it is very evident. It is very evident. It is, members, it is very evident that the questions are not in respect of the statement by Minister.
How is it evident that the questions are not in response in yo shit? You saw me talking
The statement by Minister. It's very evident that the questions are not in respect of the statement by Minister.
How is it that the questions call the man, they run the man? May I do my thing, man? This question yo, Shana, our voice are annoying me. I'm sorry. Please, listen. I am not. This is. May I try? Just please be patient with me.
The questions are not in respect of the statement by Minister.
How is it that the questions are not in respect to the statement by the Minister? Did you guys hear what Julian Robinson asked? No, because he didn't get a chance to ask the question. So again, how can you assess a question that was not asked? That is the key to all of this, you know. How do you assess a question that was not fully asked? No. You want to say hello? Yeah, so it is crazy. I don't understand. If they had asked the question, right, and then she could say, well, the way how you frame this question, this is not acceptable, and we're going to scrub that part, and the minister does not have to answer that part of it. You know, it would make better sense. It would make better sense. But the question was not asked, so how do you... My general, big up, big up, big up. How do you know? You know, say, as you talk about that, a general see me today, and the man say, Bolo. Holy for respect. The man jump, because I stand up on me up on the top there, so, and the man, you know, I steer line for go down. And the man jump, and I don't know this man from Adams. Brother, if you watch me, big up yourself. You have people out there where watch the program and I tell you so they respect the thing. Jasmine, you say. Yo! No, man, no, we have to do better. Oh my God, we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. You cannot assess a question that was not asked. It is impossible. It is impossible. You understand?
The member from Westmoreland Western, from Westmoreland Central, his question was not in respect of the statement made by the minister, and neither is this question being asked by the member from St. Andrew, Southeast.
Madam Speaker.
Members, there's a question from the leader of opposition, the member from St. Andrew South.
I'm very concerned by the way in which the proceedings are being conducted. We are attempting to ask questions. Arising from the statement. The statement was a wide-ranging statement. It not only touched and concerned the specific minister's portfolio, he also said he was speaking on behalf of the Minister of Local Government, who is overseas, who has direct responsibility for disaster preparedness. On more than one occasion, the member on this side who sought to ask a question has been prevented from completing the question, and instead a point of order has been taken, which I don't know what the ruling was, or you yourself have intervened to prevent the statement, the question from being asked. I want to know what the question was that the member for Southeast St. Mary was seeking to ask. I don't know what his question is.
Member.
You're a blood clot hotter than bright. One general, Mark Golding, man.
Why? May I tell you? It's really a disgrace. You know, to be honest with you, you know, say, I have to go react to some videos, but just make them marinate. I not react to them that fast. People, I just look out for some videos, very important videos too, you know, between tomorrow and the next day. Now, granted, everybody is, what would I say now? Everybody is busy dealing with preparation, as they should be. If you're living in Jamaica, you should be dealing with preparation for the storm. Get your water, like me say, all you look at essentials them and whatever. Right? Yeah. You should be ready. Do not. It is too serious to not be ready. You know, it's very significant that Andre has been saying these words. Be prepared for what is to come. Be prepared for what is to come. The people in from East Portland and all the other areas them where are low-lying areas and you know flood-prone areas. I pray that God keeps you guys safe. I'm not talking about every Jamaican. I'm not even, this is beyond politics. I'm talking about every Jamaican. I really hope that you guys stay safe and you guys are ready, because it is extremely serious. This storm, this tropical storm, even if it don't become a hurricane, if it stays a tropical storm and it moves over the island slowly, it only means more damages. And that's the truth. But like I said, I've been trying to maintain a certain level of discipline on this platform. I am a little bit over the 2-hour mark, which is not bad. And that's where I leave it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to encourage those that have not yet subscribed. Subscribe to the platform. Hit the like button. Share the live. Don't keep it to yourself. Get these live stream out there. My commentary is mostly here now. I haven't been doing any small videos. Where is some stay? Saturday, what you deal with? Me not even have a calling option. If me have a calling option, I would stay. You know, you could have called me and tell me what to think about what go on and all them something there. If me have a calling option right now, I would stay. But I don't have a calling option. I there with my phone them, I don't have my computer for me. I just freestyle this right now because I see a bag of news and I say, no man. I have to tell them, I know some more talk about this. Because when me see place I get dark there again. You see rain start falling now. See that? Just sudden. I them thing you go on every minute of the day. So the rain thing and that thing are unpredictable. And I see them breeze me I feel again. This is the storm. This is the storm breeze. This is the storm breeze. When they said the question was relevant, we are under hurricane. Exactly, Jacqueline. Exactly. Was really. You see, that is what I'm so bothered about, you know, because we are talking about the safety of the Jamaican people, not one set of people, everybody. So these questions that were being asked was relevant to that. If it is that people are not getting paid, contractors are not getting paid, if they don't know about it, they could simply say, well, I'm unaware of any such thing, you know. Me hear that the man they jump up. That is very dangerous. Hey, him? Short neck. What him name? Short neck, brother there. That is very dangerous. Of the southeast St. Mary or whatever, southwest St. That is very dangerous for him to ask. What do you mean dangerous for him to ask? If the man I get reports from the man, them say them not get paid. And then that not dangerous to ask, brother. Yo, you know me respect about Omar, Mr. Omar, not Omar. Chris Brown. Omar Newell asked his question, and that's what I think ruffled everything, because he exposed them when he asked his question. Christopher Brown, however, was very cunning. Christopher Brown is super intelligent, I can tell. Because, did you guys notice how he handled the minister, the Speaker of the House? There was points where I could see him saying, well, you know, yeah man, you can calm down now, but he wasn't saying it. But what he was saying calm down. When he was saying, thank you, Speaker, thank you, Madam Speaker, and he was moving it along because he realized that she was getting agitated and making it about her. And she was adamant to make it about her. Mr. Christopher Brown. No, salute to all of the 14 new members of the People's National Party. You guys are amazing. Did you guys see Isaac Buchanan? Isaac Buchanan was visibly upset and irritated by the Speaker of the House behavior. You could see it on his face. I want you guys to go back and watch that. Isaac Buchanan was visibly upset in the way she was handling the People's National Party. He was pissed. I'm telling you, I could see it on his face. I was pissed. What are we a human being? She too disgusting, man. She didn't go sit down. You understand? If you don't have no money and run out of money to the people, them. But don't come go on like you don't want to cover up nothing and rate it. No, we don't accept that, brother. Yeah, when I talk to Chris, him did upset bad. Isaac did upset bad. Me could have seen it all over his face. He was trying to suppress it. You know, he was trying to suppress it, but he couldn't help it. Because you know, Isaac is normally calm and soft-spoken and, you know, but we all have our triggers. And I'm telling you, this lady is an irritant. She come, you know what? Let me go because I'm going to go off. Hey, listen, big up on yourself, I'm out. The battery dead later.